Hey, sports fans, welcome to this week's edition of Tahoe Sportsline. We're joined this week with Commissioner Tooney and Coach McLaughlin. Guys, before we get started, how did we do on our brackets last week?
Well, you and I went 10-6, which isn't bad, but the orange person here went 11-5. However, sorry, Syracuse was eliminated.
Oh, that was a tough loss. My heart goes out to Syracuse. I really was hoping that they could make the Final Four, but they weren't the first team to get bounced from the tournament. Turns out Ohio State got knocked off by Dayton first, and David Holm, because of that, won a snowmobile tour from Lake Tahoe Adventures for going on our website and guessing that Dayton would actually be Ohio State is what he said would be the first team to be upset. So this week we want to know which team left in the tournament will be the first one to be upset, which higher seed.
Yeah, not a bad contest. Free to enter, so log onto our Facebook page. All right, Coach, we've got some local area high school softball and baseball starting up this week, if the weather permits.
Yeah, we got, first off, softball. I know South Tahoe's counting on a good season because they got two pretty good pitchers this year, and they're playing Sparks. It's a 3-game series, one Friday night, then 2 games Saturday. I think South Tahoe's going to win a couple of these games, but
Gotta wait for the weather and see, right?
yes, we do.
Yeah, Sparks does have a lot of juniors and seniors on the team. I'll predict they'll go 1-1, but good showing nonetheless.
Yeah. All right, now we're going to take our picks. We're going to give you our Final Four selections. First with the South. In the South, I got Stanford beating Dayton in the Cinderella Bowl, but doesn't matter. UCLA is going to upset Virginia, and they're going back to the Final Four in a great game.
It's going to be hard for them to upset Virginia when they're playing in the South region. So I like Florida to advance from the South.
That's right.
Yeah, Florida, no doubt, #1 overall seed in the tournament. They're representing the SEC. They are the favorite, and they haven't had a close game yet, so I like Florida to advance to the Final Four.
I'm going to stick with my original pick. I had Florida winning it all. I think they've got enough talent to make it through to the Elite Eight and then on to the Final Four.
All right, in the West, Arizona will eke out a victory against San Diego State, in which I will think will be the best game played this weekend. And I think Wisconsin's been very lucky. Their luck will hold out against Baylor, but not against Arizona. Arizona's going to advance.
I agree. I think Arizona is one of the top teams in the country for a reason. They've been playing really well throughout the season, and in the tournament they've looked great. They're building a nice rivalry with San Diego State, but I think that they're going to beat San Diego State and then advance on to the Final Four.
Yeah, I know we've got a strong contingent of San Diego State alumni here in Lake Tahoe. My heart's pulling for them, but Arizona with those two guards, some of the best guard play in the country, I think Arizona's too much.
That's kind of what I see, too. Now, Virginia is playing Michigan State. I think Michigan State is going to beat Virginia because they're rolling right now. And I think Iowa State will topple Connecticut, but in the end, it's going to be Michigan State in the Final Four.
Not so fast, Sparty. I don't know about that. I think Virginia, I'm going to go with my hometown state. You know, Virginia has played really well. They're representing the ACC. They won the ACC outright. Then they went on to win the ACC tournament, and I like their chances in this one.
You bet with your heart on Syracuse. I think you're betting against Sparty on this one. They're healthy for the first time they're advancing.
And in the final region, Louisville, I've been on riding them all year long. They make the Final Four. I picked them.
Yeah, Louisville with the 4 seed. They feel like they got snubbed from the NCAA committee, so I've got Louisville going to the Final Four.
You know, hard to beat against champs from last year. They were my pick to play in the Final Four as well. I'm going to go with Louisville on this one, Rick Pitino and that coaching. Just a lot of depth there.
Kentucky
for sure.
in the Elite Eight will be hard, though.
Yeah,
It'll be difficult.
no question.
Well, it's going to be fun watching that first game. Louisville and Kentucky could be a bloodbath.
All right, make sure you log on to our Facebook page, and we'll see you next week.